Hello everybody, my name is Steve, and this is not news. Corner Brook officials are investigating strange raccoon behavior near Marble Mountain after reports that the animals have assessed abandoned underground farm once used to grow bananas under highly radioactive UV lights. Residents and waste collection workers have witnessed raccoons forming geometric patterns in the snow, reorganizing garbage bins with precision, and carrying scavenge tools. Some have even been seen guarding glowing blue bananas believed to originate from the old bunker. Authorities say the situation is unusual but ongoing. And now here with me I have Donna Welsh, who is a garbage collector.
How you doing?
Good. Donna, what first made you realize something unusual was happening with the raccoons this week?
Well, first of all, I've never seen a raccoon up close and personal, so that was a shock. Also, I didn't think there were raccoons in Newfoundland, so that was a shock. But they're everywhere, and that tipped me off. Something is going on if there's raccoons on the island.
Well, of course. They're not native.
They're not native.
Can you describe the most striking behavior you've seen on your garbage routes?
Okay, so have you ever seen Madagascar?
No.
The movie with the penguins? The movie with the penguins, Madagascar, you know, they're militant. That's what these guys are like. They're like scoping everything out. They're really creepy and really strategic and really creepy and strategic.
Okay.
They hide.
What do you mean they hide?
They hide behind the garbage cans. They wait for us to come, and then they come out from behind, and they're all marching and looking militant, and they're scary creatures.
You're scared of like a little bit animal.
They're savage.
That's this hard.
They're savage.
How?
I'm here to tell you they're savage.
How?
They have sharp teeth.
Dogs have sharp teeth?
Yeah, but you can train a dog. You can't train a raccoon, trust me. And with those beady eyes and the black around their eyes, they're like criminals.
Okay. Have you noticed raccoons working together in ways you haven't seen before?
100%. They're doing all these weird dances and circles and climbing up on each other like cheerleaders so that it's like a pyramid on the top. And I think that's how they got into Marble Mountain in the first place. They had to climb up to be high enough to get into that underground bunker and get at those blue bananas. And those blue bananas, I'm here to tell you, that's cracked. Again, another layer of crackedness, I'm here to tell you.
The bananas are underground.
Correct.
Why did they go up high?
Oh, because that's where the window is to get in. There's like a hole in the mountain. That's where they go in, and then they go down underground. That's what I think. And there's all little footprints in the snow all around the mountain. Little raccoon footprints and bits of banana everywhere.
And you know the raccoon footprints because you think they're raccoon footprints?
I Googled it. Googled it.
You Googled it?
Took a picture, Googled it, same footprints.
Are there any other animals that have footprints like that?
Nope. Raccoon. The end.
Okay.
Definitely raccoons.
I need to get paid more. Did you observe any signs suggesting they have entered the underground facility beneath Marble Mountain?
Well, banana bits, blue banana bits all over the place. Like they must be chewing on them or scratching them or peeling them or something because there's blue banana skins everywhere, glowing up through the snow and making the snow melt. It's got to be dangerous.
Can you tell us about the glowing blue banana you found on O'Connell Drive?
Well, that was scary. I mean, it was early in the morning, so it was dark, and this thing was glowing on the road. And I went to pick it up. And I went, no, bye, they don't pay me enough for this. I'm not picking that up. So I called my buddy over, and we both looked at it. And then all of a sudden, the raccoons came in a line, marching. And they marched around the banana so we wouldn't touch it. And then they took it and they ran off.
Is your friend imaginary?
My friend.
Yeah.
No, my friend is not imaginary. He's with me on the truck. He could tell you. He could back me up.
Hmm.
Why would I lie? Why would I lie about raccoons and blue bananas? What do you think?
Blue bananas.
Yes.
Blue bananas.
I'm here to tell you. You're the one that introduced it at the beginning, so it must be true.
I just get given the scripts.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You don't pay me enough either.
Yeah, it's fair. How would you describe the raccoon's movements?
Like spastic, but they all move together at exactly the same time. So if one does this, they all do it exactly at the same time. It's kind of like
You're
a
hallucinating?
dance. It's kind of like a dance.
You're hallucinating?
Me?
Yes.
No, no. No, no reason for me to hallucinate. I'm clean as a whistle. No hallucinating here. No, boy, I'm here to tell you. It's real. I got pictures on my phone. You wouldn't let me bring my phone out here with me. I'll show them to you afterwards. Raccoons and blue bananas. I'm not making it up. How can you make that up?
Blue bananas.
Radioactive. Glow in the dark bananas. Yep. And it sounds bananas, but it's true.
Raccoons on an island in the middle of winter.
Yep. Yep. They probably came over on the ferry, I'd say.
And how did they buy tickets for the ferry?
Oh, no, they snuck up underneath the cars and drove in underneath. Like, you know, Trojan horse. And then when they got on the island, they took over.
They drove in.
They clung underneath the cars, upside down, and drove onto the ferry and stayed there all night until the ferry docked.
They have little itty bitty hands. How do they cling to the cars?
Oh, they got the rig, my son. They got the friggin' tool belt on, and they got Velcro.
Tool
and
belts.
They got all manner of stuff to help them cling onto those cars.
What tool belts?
They had little tool belts on with little peelers hanging off them so they could peel the bananas.
And they're gonna peel the bottom of the car.
No, they're going to use their tool belt to hang on with Velcro. I just said.
How are people reacting when they see the raccoons gathering in groups?
They're afraid, like I am. Like I said, they don't pay me enough to deal with this. There's people looking out their windows. They can see the raccoons circling their garbage cans. And there's people all along the highway going up to the North Shore where the garbage dump is too, because they go up there too. They're picking through the garbage dump. I'm here to tell you.
Why don't you just go to why don't you just go to St. John's and collect garbage there?
I'm not leaving my home just because there's a few raccoons beating around. They're not going to drive me out of my home. They're messing with Donna now. That's it. I'm afraid of them, but I'm not that afraid of them.
Tell me more about the raccoons, please.
What don't you understand? It's a raccoon. It has black beady eyes. They're like, when they stare at you, they see into your soul, and you can feel the penetrating glare into your head.
So I think you might be thinking of snowmen. Children make them. They're like balls of snow. They're about this high.
Yeah. See, your sarcasm. You're being sarcastic now.
I am.
You are, yeah. No, I knows what a snowman is, yeah. No, definitely can tell the difference between a snowman and a raccoon. Not a problem. Way more fur on a raccoon. They don't wear scarves. They don't have pointy orange noses.
But
either.
they wear tool belts.
They had a tool belt on, yeah. Ever see a snowman with a tool belt on?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. Believes ya.
His name is Gerald, and we're best friends.
Oh, very good. Yeah, Gerald, imaginary. See, you're the one with the imaginary friend, not me.
No, I'm not!
That's okay. Boys, are we wrapping this up soon? Because I'm here to tell you, this fella here, he's starting to twitch on me. I know you're probably behind the raccoons. You probably brought them all over here.
No. Have you noticed any changes in how animals have been approaching garbage bins?
Oh, the raccoons got them all drove away. Sure, you can't find a rat. Forget rats. Everybody says there's a rat problem in Corner Brook. There's no rat problem anymore. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. Those raccoons, they got it all. They got them all scared away. Dogs are not ripping in the garbage. Crows are not ripping in the garbage. It's all the raccoons all the time. And you know what? I think that they're after the banana skins because I think they got something going on with those blue bananas, and there's some kind of weird chemistry experiment going on there with our banana peels.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
I knows what I saw. I saw the raccoons digging through the garbage looking for banana peels. And they got their peelers on their tool belt and they're making little bits of banana all over the place. And then they go back to Marble Mountain and God only knows what they're doing underneath that in that bunker.
Just because you can see something does not mean it's real. People can't see that the earth is round. The earth is still round.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean, yeah, okay?
Okay, yeah, the world is round, yeah, right. Everybody knows the world is flat, boy. What's wrong with you? That's how they sailed from North Sydney over to Port aux Basques. The ocean is right flat, sure, everything is flat. That's how the raccoons got over here in the first place.
There's no boats going from North Sydney to Port aux Basques.
Sure there are, there's the ferries. I told you, they came over on the ferry. Yes, boy, if it's round, the ferry would be like this.
And if the earth is flat, the ferry would fall off the earth.
No, it doesn't fall off because they only go so far. They know where to stop. As soon as they gets to land, they stops. This is not rocket science, what I'm trying to explain to you here. You know that, right? What are they teaching you in school?
So I jump. Why am I getting pulled down?
Oh, that's gravity. Everybody knows about gravity. I fail to see the connection with the flat earth, though.
If something is round, the things are going to get pulled to the center of the ball. How does the moon work? Can you pass me another one? Another apple? The moon is going around the earth, around.
No, the earth goes around everything. Like, the earth is it, man. The earth.
It's it, man.
Yeah. This is the most important thing in the whole world, is the world. It's the most important thing in the whole world is the world. Sure, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the world. Where would we be? Floating up somewhere. And the raccoons, they're a thing. I'm not making it up.
All right, you've spoken too much. We're going to go to a break now.
Huh.
Different people.
This is the last time
so
I'm coming on
see you
this
all after
show.
the break. And welcome back. Now I have the Santa Claus in the studio. And today we're going to be talking about how the Earth's magnetic poles have recently reversed and thrown your entire operation into chaos. For the record, did the magnetic poles really flip a week before Christmas?
What a challenging week it's been. Oh my gosh. In the geologic record, just to set this kind of straight, put it in some background, the Earth's north and south magnetic poles, geologically, flip at about once every 200,000 years. But they haven't flipped for the last 1.5 million years. And then all of a sudden, the week before Christmas, they flip? What are the chances on that? I should go buy a lotto ticket. So yes, to answer your question, the Earth's magnetic poles flipped, and what a challenge it has made for our group to try and make Christmas occur as usual.
How did you first notice that something had changed with the...
You're not going to believe my answer. Believe it or not, the North Pole runs mostly on fruitcake. Not a word of a lie. It is so important that because we're so busy, we have the most nutritious fruitcake in the world. And the fruitcake manufacturing plant, there's a whole plant dedicated to making fruitcake, started to malfunction. That nice candied fruit that ends up distributed evenly throughout the fruitcake ended up clumped in like the corners. I knew something was wrong. That and my beard started to get pulled slightly to one side. I know it doesn't sound like much, but those events made me convinced that there was something wrong with the magnetic polarity of the Earth.
Why was your beard getting pulled to the side?
I'm not a beard scientist, but I do know that my beard did tend to get a little bit pulled off to the right there. So I figured it had to have something to do with magnetic polarity.
What was the first major system to fail?
Well, let me give you an overview again. We've got two major things that make Christmas possible. One is the belief in Christmas spirit. Basically, kind of kindness. Kindness of people to each other, kindness of people hoping for the future. And the second one is magnetic orientation of the Earth. In order for us to precisely get gifts to the right house, we've got to have excellent magnetic fields so that our satellites can put us in the right positions. So, I forget what your question was.
What was the first system to fail?
The first system was the magnetic one. The Christmas spirit has been having its own issues, and it's kind of related to climate. When the climate is such that we get cold winters here in the northern and the southern hemispheres, when it's winter time and we get nice snow and winter weather, that's when people, believe it or not, feel the most compassionate towards their Christmas. And the one that we experienced most was the magnetic one. The reindeer went out for a test run, and they said they couldn't find their bearings.
Wow. What decision did you make after confirming the reversal?
I'm a little bit ashamed of this one, but I might as well tell you. At first, I tried to hide it. I tried to pretend it wasn't happening. I thought that maybe the fruitcake plant was just bad luck, or maybe somebody wasn't mixing the mixture as much as it should be. But over the last couple of days, I thought there's no way I could deny it, no way I could hide it. We had to open up the possibility that there was a magnetic problem with the whole Earth.
How did the elves react in those first chaotic hours?
The elves are kind of mixed. Some of the more mature elves, they knew exactly what to do. They were looking for a challenge. But some of the younger elves, oh my gosh. I don't want to name any names, but there were probably about, in our elf manufacturing group, we've got probably 3,000 elves that are at work at any given time, and there was less than 20 that were really affected by it and almost needed help. But we all rose to the occasion.
Now, this is a heavy one. Did the idea of canceling Christmas come up at any point?
I'd like to say that I never even considered the idea, but the truth is that it did cross my mind. And after talking with my most trusted other person up at the North Pole, my wife, Mrs. Claus, it was obvious that Christmas had to go ahead, no matter how different it was. And our job was just going to be to try and make it as much the same as possible.
Now, our sources say that the third day after the pole slipped, there was a disaster with the sleigh's guidance charm that was inverted during testing.
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up. You have to have some pretty crackerjack people reporting to you. My gosh. All right, so we had a big problem on day 3. The sleigh crashed. I can't believe it. The sleigh got up in the air, and I thought it had enough Christmas spirit to give it the propulsion required, but this was under a full load. We had a full load of Christmas gifts, and it just crashed, not even 3 kilometers from my warehouse. So we brought it back in, and I can't believe how hard the elves worked through the night in order to get the sleigh back together. It's better than it probably was.
Were there any personal injuries during the sleigh malfunction?
Yes, they were all minor injuries, though. Thankfully, we got some minor scrapes and cuts. We have a crackerjack team of first aid people, and they were more than willing to jump in. And that was it. Luckily, not even any broken bones or other major incidents.
That's lucky. Next page. How confident were your engineers and elves about solving the flight issues?
The elf engineers, they were confident. But me, I gotta tell you the truth, I was a little bit hesitant. I wasn't completely sure that they could get things fixed. But our early indicators seemed to be that by relocating to the Antarctic, they were able to just invert all of the other location systems. And we're still working on, we've got a couple of test items. We've got a few days now before Christmas, and I'm hoping that they'll be able to get out the small tweaks and the errors, because we don't want to have any small mistakes when it comes to gifts. A person's gift, that's very personal.
How did the reindeer handle flight training in a reverse polarity?
The reindeer were hilarious. They were completely confused. They were flying every which way. They weren't even pulling in the same direction. So we had to kind of retrain them. And they thought it was just a new type of game, so they were up for it.
What was the hardest decision you had to make?
The hardest decision, oh my goodness. I suppose the hardest decision was on day 3, when I finally realized that I couldn't hide the fact that there were problems, and we had to make a major change. And with everybody pulling together, we were able to relocate to the Antarctic in a single day. That was pretty amazing.
Wow. How did the elves respond to an announcement of full relocation?
Well, some of the elves didn't like to leave because they had snow forts and snowmen that they had made, but they just realized that making friends with the penguins was going to be pretty cool.
Are the penguins working with you now?
The penguins are in a, internship period, where we have the possibility for them helping us out. They're helping out in small ways, like loading the sled, small things like that. But we think we might be able to retweak some of the machines, like lifts for them to get up higher so that they can help us. So we're hopeful that they'll be part of our team next year.
Did anyone experience fear or doubt during the relocation period?
Well, people didn't tell me about their fears or their doubts, but let me tell you, Mrs. Claus's ears, she heard lots of stories, lots of fear from the elves, but she was able to kind of help them through their dark period.
Did anyone on your team suggest abandoning the holiday altogether?
Maybe they did, but it didn't get to me. I'm sure that there were conversations amongst the elves where they suggested things like that, but yeah, it didn't reach my ears.
Do you have any stories you want to tell me?
Well, there's a story concerning a certain young Christmas participant who maybe for the last 3 years has gotten some Star Wars Lego sets, and maybe last year they got a Kirby Air Ride video game, and maybe I shouldn't tell them what they're going to get this year, but we hope that they have a good Christmas as well.
Wow. That's me.
You've been a pretty good boy this year.
Whoa. Are you real?
You know the answer to that question.
Oh my
Of course I'm real. Just the
It's a
same as
real
you.
finger. Whoa. That's crazy.
Just like every other 400-year-old elf. There's nothing to it.
Is there any stories you want to tell? The world.
Well, the world has changed a lot in 400 years. I can remember delivering Christmas gifts to a young man, Isaac Newton.
Wow.
He really liked wooden toys. A lot of fix-it sets, you know, where he could construct things on his own.
Who else?
Maybe I could try and turn the tables on you. I could ask, what are some of your favorite memories of Christmas?
Ooh, being with my family, definitely.
Maybe some good food in there too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe having a bit too many sweets. I won't say.
And if you had a choice, do you prefer like maybe shortbread cookies or fruitcake?
I'd say shortcake. So, one last question. Do you think Christmas is going to turn out well this year?
I'm crossing my fingers that this will be one of the best Christmases ever.
All right. Well, thank you for coming by. I better let you go now to get back to work.
Thank you for
And
your
yeah,
time.
Thank you for being here, Santa.
All right, you're welcome. See you later. Have a Merry Christmas.
You have a Merry Christmas too.